Hello, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Let's see what's going on. We've got chat here. We've got some people already here. Hello, Busola. Hello, Lynn. Hello, Maria. Nice to see you. I can see you. Okay. I can see you. Great, great. So we are going to start in a few minutes. I hope I will have it all recorded, but because I'm using completely new microphone is on, I'm using completely new software. I'm not sure whether I will have recording available for you. Let's have a look if the chat works. Hello, hello. Let me know, where are you from? Let me know. Let me know who is watching, what's going on. And we will go live in the second. Okay, somebody can see me and hear me, and I can see Toronto. Wow, I bet it's hot there. Hello, hello. Hello from Manchester. You know what's the funniest thing? It's raining here at the moment. And I remember when I was doing my first webinar. Hello. Oh, Serbia. Very nice. Hello. When I was doing my first webinar, it's not funny, but it was raining as well. And in the middle of my webinar, it was in the winter. So in the middle of the webinar, suddenly I could hear a thunderstorm and everything went dark. It was about 6 p.m. as it is now, but when I've lost my light, it went completely dark, so you couldn't even see me on the webinar. And in a second, I've lost my internet as well, so that was crazy. I've got it even somewhere on my Facebook. Yeah, it was funny. Okay, I can see we've got a few people in. Still feel free to say where are you watching from. I'm so glad to see you here. And let's get started. So I will share with you my screen if I will find out how to do it. Start screen share, that's easy. Okay, so I want to welcome you to Build Your Self-Confidence. That's our webinar topic for today. Oops. That's the webinar topic for today. My name is Violeta Wydrych. Some of you may know me already. I help people to value themselves so they can do what they love and they can change the world by helping others. I know that for many of you it's very important to do something meaningful, to do something that matters to you. I want you to make sure that you're in the right place. We will be talking about self-confidence, but self-confidence is related to many issues in our lives. So if you're at the moment feeling like you hate your job, feeling like you're not following your dreams, you don't even trust yourself, if you feel like there is like no self-esteem at all, zero self-worth, and you're frustrated with your life, with everything that's going wrong, stressed, not satisfied, then you are in the right place. If you feel like you worry what other people think about you all the time, you're looking for approval, or you're trying to prove something to others, then this is for you. Because that's the early signs of the low self-esteem, low self-confidence. You don't feel good because you don't feel good about yourself. And that's where everything starts. You may be looking like this already. And I've been there too, so it's all right. There is a way out. And this is for you if you want to just be yourself and feel at ease, at peace with yourself. Find your self-confidence and your passions as well. And know your worth. Feel valuable. Like, be able to say no when you want, be able to clearly communicate what you want and know what you want, because that's quite often an issue. And also, if you want to clarify where to go, what to do with your life, and also believe that you can, so you are in the right place. Just type 1 or whatever to tell me that yes, that you feel this way, that you feel like it's important to you. I think I've lost the chat. I can't see the chat. Let's have a look if anyone is writing anything. Yes, exactly. So strange, this software, that I need to go to websites to have a look at your comments. So I'm sorry if I'm not going to be answering them straight away. Oh yes, Arizona here, and yes, you know what I'm talking about. So we are on the right page. That's good. Yes, this isn't a workshop about crafts or sewing. It's about your self-confidence. So I want you to come out of this webinar inspired. Like, totally, I want you to feel like you can do anything you want. With kind of a feeling that you gave yourself permission to be you. I want you to come out knowing what to do to nurture yourself. It will be like a start in here. We will do a few exercises together. I will talk you through a few things which are important when you're building your self-confidence. But that's when everything starts. You're not going to come out, completely super confident, because it requires time. But you will definitely have a better image of yourself, and you will already feel better about yourself. You will even notice increased self-esteem and your confidence, and you will have that feeling of hope that there is more for you in life, that you are meant for more, because you are, it's more for you there. And that's where everything really starts, with a hope, with that belief that we can have what we want, and we don't need to end up doing what everyone else does. So let's have a little chat about housekeeping. So we will spend here, I think, about 45 up to 60 minutes. I will give you the time on the end to answer some questions. So feel free to keep writing even now. I will read through it later. Please make sure you've got no distractions. I know how difficult it is to give that time to yourself. Like, you can do so many things for others. You keep helping others all the time. And whenever they ring you, whenever they want something from you, you are there for them. But it's so hard to give 45 minutes to yourself. But it's so important. when you forget about yourself, that's when everything is getting worse and worse, and you're being frustrated, unhappy, not satisfied. So I want to encourage you to close everything down, to say bye or explain to everyone around that you are doing work for yourself right now in maybe about 45 minutes, and it's only you and your inner work. You don't even need to take notes, because somebody gave me an idea, and thank you for that. I just created the notes for you, because to write the content, to prepare the slides, I was writing some notes, so I put them all together, and I'm going to give them out to you on the end. And on the end, I will also share with you something special I have for you, and you will be able to just grab the notes and feel better about yourself. Question is, have you got any questions right now? Let's see. Let's go to the website. Yeah, I need to tell you, I don't really recommend using this. Not the best advert for Expertise TV, but I'm finding it difficult to operate with with this software website or whatever it is. So I hear many people saying that they wasted so much time. People who are coming to me usually feel like something went wrong in their life, that they made so many mistakes or spent so many years doing things that are not the right things. So they are scared to make another wrong decision. And that's when that self-esteem goes down, because more and more of these wrong decisions we take, less and less we believe that we are able to make another good decision. So we feel worse and worse and worse about ourselves. And then suddenly we've got great idea, great inspiration, but it's like, oh, I'm not good enough to do it. Oh, I don't even know if I can. And sometimes it gets even worse when you're holding more experiences, or whatever you call them, mistakes, failures, or whatever. Then you may even start hating yourself. And I hear that from so many people. And I know that you feel like you would like to move the time and start everything from the beginning, but that's not the thing. That's not what helps you to get out and build your confidence. It's more to understand yourself, to be aware what's going on in your head, and cope with those strange things. Do you know what I'm talking about? Doesn't sound like you? Doesn't sound like we are on the right page? Oh, great about notes. Thank you for the notes. You're welcome. Somebody asked, so there you go. Yes. So you know that feeling when you don't even like yourself? Do you find yourself saying things like that? And in this case, I hear really a lot of the negative things from my clients. I bet I would hear a lot of this from you. Now I just want to ask you to imagine that everything is the way that you want it to be. Like in the ideal world, if it exists, what is happening to you? How your life would look like? Can you even imagine that? I know it's quite surprising, so just take 2 seconds, concentrate, and think. In the ideal world, what would you like your life to look like? How would you like to feel about yourself? You are here because your confidence is getting a bit on the way. Your crappy image is not letting you to follow your dreams. Something is wrong. And most of the time, when I ask this question, just imagine. I know so many people just cannot even imagine this. And instead, I hear from people that they wasted already so many years or invested so much money. And I just hear from people what's wrong. Are you feeling the same? Like, instead of concentrating on what you want, it's like what's not right. It's already affecting your relationships, other areas of your life, your work. You're frustrated, you're angry at work, you're angry at home. You don't do anything for yourself. Yes, many people think this way. But don't worry. Don't worry. Everyone have to go through this. And that's why we are here. That's why we are spending time on clarifying what it is that you want. Sometimes it's hard to even imagine yourself happy when when you were like building up all of your mistakes, building up all of your problems, stresses, and it's like it's taking away little pieces of your confidence of you. So you don't even feel like you're capable of being happy or doing anything you love, you enjoy. Just type yes or one if we are on the right page, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, exactly. Yes. So I want to tell you that I was there as well and why I'm here now to help you. Can you see this girl? This girl on the picture, she's about 6, I think. She believes in herself. She's so happy. She's so energetic. She's got so many ideas. She believes in her dreams, even though her mom, now you can see her mom in the background, she's dying with a cancer. But she takes her time to be present and enjoy the moment, every moment that she has. You definitely, you've seen children sometimes, and you know how they are able to just play around and be happy in the moment, and how they are not worrying what other people think about them. They are not worrying if they can build a castle or can't climb the tree. They are not blocking themselves. Like this girl, she's not telling herself any negative stories yet. She wants to be a psychologist or an actress or even a doctor. She believes that she will find a medicine for a cancer. And she gives a hope to her father. Do you remember how easy it was for us to believe in everything we wanted? In everything, anything that was beautiful. Like, do you remember how many years did you believe in Santa Claus? Like, I think I was about, I don't know, 6 or 7. So it's like 7 years of believing that something exists. Even everyone around you is talking about buying presents for, adverts and everything, but you still believe in that. And now it's so hard to believe in yourself just for a few moments. So that girl is me. A year later, my mom died. And even though my dad was doing amazing job, having looking after 7 and 10-year-old girls, my self-confidence completely disappeared. That's what's happening. We all have kind of strange experiences sometimes it's from the early childhood, sometimes from teenage years, from school, from work, that gives us like kind of insecurities. So when I was growing up, even though people would always say that I am confident, like an extrovert, inside I was still like a little girl, but in a different way. I was seeking for approval to be happy. Like, I forgot about myself. Also, I didn't want to lose anybody else, so I was doing anything I could to please others. Doing the things that I thought that were expected of me, like cooking or working hard just to please others. I hated cooking, but as a teenage girl, I was spending nearly every day cooking, working, studying part-time, and I couldn't understand how my sister she can just keep drawing and enjoying herself when I keep doing it all. Because I didn't do anything for myself. My confidence wasn't there, wasn't existing. So I wasn't myself. I was just doing things that I thought that they were expected of me. So long story short, I was then studying chemistry because my dad was proud of me. In the meantime, I was working in sales to be independent, in the customer service, then the leadership role. I was climbing the corporate ladder. I got married. On Facebook, my life was looking perfect, but something was missing. I would say um, I was missing. I was always thinking about others or worrying what they will think. I didn't have my own hobby. I was jealous looking at other people chasing their dreams. And I was living like that till about 27. Just, drinking and partying every weekend, trying to find my happiness somewhere else. So, as you can imagine, it finally started breaking down and I started damaging things around me. I didn't feel good about myself. So I started changing everything around me. Jobs, marriage, damaging everything I could. And I went through a massive breakdown and got completely depressed. And then I started redesigning my life. But I asked for help. I wasn't going through it on my own. And that's quite important. That was the biggest part in my well-being, really. So what helped me, I was going through counseling and I realized that I need to do something that matters to me, something that makes a difference. I started studying coaching and counseling, reading million books a day, meditating. I stopped pretending that I am better than I am. I faced my failures, and with help from amazing coaches and mentors and counselors, I set my goals and started working on my future. And that's when I became friends with myself. And I started laughing at the jokes again. Do you know that feeling when I was in the like I went to watch the comedian and I couldn't even laugh. That's how bad it was. I wasn't even laughing at any jokes. So when I started laughing again, that's when I realized that yeah, I'm getting better. So I was able to connect with people again and also help others. I put all of the power into helping others, and because I feel good about myself, I'm able to help others fight with their insecurities or the negative self-talk. Here you can see a few amazing people who inspired me because they were committed to do the work and they were working hard. It's amazing. Like, imagine yourself saying, I believe in myself, or I do what I love. I feel good about myself. That's what you can have. That's what I finally had after doing the work on myself. So tell me if we are on the right page. Tell me, what do you think? How are you feeling about it? I know it's hard with this chat, but feel free to ask any questions if anything isn't clear for you, because we are getting to the hardest bit, which will be your work on yourself. I want you to imagine for a second feeling so good about yourself, being able to say this all to yourself, feeling so good about your mistakes that you can even tell your story. Can you imagine? Because for me, the biggest point was to change that feelings towards my mistakes. They were eating me away completely and taking the confidence of me. So I want to ask you if you are beating yourself up for all of this past regrets and those mistakes, or those years spent in the wrong job, or years spent with the wrong person, years spent learning the wrong thing. Type type one or yes if you feel like this, if you've got that regrets. Yes, yes, exactly. So let's do the work then. Let's face it. Grab your pen and paper or whatever you use, and let's write down all of your mistakes, everything that went wrong, all of the failures, everything that you wasted your time on. Write it down. Do it now. It's not think to do later. It's your time to do the work on yourself. So write it down. And even if you've done it before, even if you think that you managed to overcome it already and everything is great, I really encourage you to do it. It's never too much work on your inner self. And then on the other side, just write down everything that happened because of it, everything positive, everything you can find, even if they are like very little things. Like maybe if you didn't make that mistake, you wouldn't meet somebody. Maybe if you didn't go there, it could be even worse. Maybe if you didn't have that experience, you wouldn't be so wise. Whatever it is. I will give you an example. Like it was quite a big one for me, the 3 years of my chemistry studies, because I put so much time into it and so much money as well. I was like earning just to pay for rent and pay for my studies. And it was hard for me to make a decision that I'm leaving and that I'm not going to use this knowledge anymore in my life, because I realized that I don't even enjoy what I'm learning about. It's not for me. It's not fulfilling. It's not satisfying. I cannot be just shut down in the laboratory and keep working on it. So I decided that this is not for me. So I want you to write down all of the advantages of your mistakes. whatever it is, just take your time now to write it down. Take your time and keep writing as many things as you can. Really, it's never too much. And I want you to give yourself a permission to be you. That's what it is for, because many things happen to you. Some of them were bad, some of them were negative, but it doesn't matter. They are making your story. You are not your mistakes, but you decide how you use these mistakes. You decide what you've learned from them. And you decide whether you keep hiding it and pretending that you are better than you are, or you can decide to be you and realize that you're actually better than you were even thinking. So give yourself permission to be you. Yeah, I know it's so surprising. So often I hear people worrying what others think. So they just try to fit in instead of being themselves. Like, wow, how can I just be so honest about myself? Like, how can I share off my imperfections? They know they are different and they feel like being different is wrong. I bet you've heard many people feeling like, they are from different culture. They are, I know their accent is different, or the way they behave, they laugh is different. So they feel like this is something wrong instead of appreciating that and owning that. Like, have you heard about these people? Oprah, Walt, or even Thomas Edison. All of them made some mistakes in their life, and they are so honest about them. They are sharing their story, how they were sacked from their jobs, how they failed so many times, how many bad things they've done. They are so honest about it. And that's what makes them different, unique, and that's what helps them to also resonate with us, because nobody is perfect and we don't want to hear about perfect people. They are just authentic. I'm wondering what being authentic means to you. What do you think? What being authentic means to you? I give myself permission to be myself. Yes, being real. Yes, being authentic is being real. Exactly. It feels so free. It feels like it gives you so much more than you can imagine, because it's like letting yourself to be happy, to feel at ease, to feel great in your own skin. And another thing is, when you feel this way, you are great with other people too. You are better for others. You can feel like proud of yourself. You can feel happy. You can connect with others better and easier. And you can make others happy. So I'm wondering, what's great about you? And I know how much time we all spend more time thinking about things we've done wrong, or thinking about things that we don't like about ourselves, like I don't know, too big belly or too dark hair, spot on your face, or being not disciplined, not being able to wake up on time, not doing what you planned. It's so easy to find a million things you're doing wrong. So I'm giving you this space right now to write as many things as you can, really, that are great about you. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's just being honest, being easily excited, or I don't know, being nice to others. Whatever comes to your head, just write this down and also find the advantages of it. Like, let's say, being cute can make others happy, or can make others laugh, or make other people feel better about themselves. Here's my example. So let's say being honest helps to build real connections. Being enthusiastic makes it fun to be around, or creates great atmosphere. So whatever you can find out about yourself, I want you to take 2 moments right now and write down everything that comes to your head. Everything. And write down exactly what's great about you. Any unique things. You can even share it with us. I would love to read more about this when I will be able to find our chat. Being real, yes, yes. Because do you know why it is important to value yourself? We are doing things like this for a reason. We are working on building our self-confidence for a reason. Like, imagine if you don't value other people's words, do you trust them? Probably not. So it works the same with yourself. If you value yourself, you value your words, and you trust yourself, so you can be confident. And then you can say to yourself, I can achieve that. You can plan to follow your dreams, and you can really follow these dreams, believing that you will get there because you've got that trust. And there is another thing. It's very visible if you trust yourself or respect yourself or not. And the way you treat yourself, that will attract people, and the way they will treat you. So if you don't respect yourself, you may probably happen to meet people who won't respect yourself. Or if you don't trust yourself, other people won't. That's quite important thing, and I'm just like highlighting this point because it really needs more work, and I don't want to overwhelm you with all we are doing here. And when we are talking about the trust, before we trust somebody, we need to get to know them better. So I want to ask yourself a question. How much do you actually know about yourself? Do you know what matters to you? What are your personal values? Do you know what do you need? Like, I was climbing the corporate ladder and following my dad's values for ages. It happens to many people that we just borrow the values from our parents, teachers, and role models, because nobody goes through this with us at school to, Oh, let's just do the work on the values. Let's think what matters to us. Nobody even asks us this question. So we, most of the life, we are not even aware of what we need, what we want, or what we believe. And without knowing it, we are like, looking at the cake and we eat it because it's there. And we don't even think about it. We are just getting fat and fatter and fatter. Um, and like to me, it was extremely important thing, because only since I align my goals, what I want to achieve, with what matters to me, then I started being more motivated, because I knew that I'm working on something that matters to me, and I was already enjoying it. So nothing could stop me. And it's so important for you to really stop sometimes and notice what's in your head, notice what you think about yourself, be aware, because you're not what's on Facebook, you're not how many likes you have, you're not what's visible online, you're not even your body, your mistakes, your face, you're what's inside you. Your image is created by your own thoughts. So think, how do you deal with that self-doubt and the negative talk? How do you deal with that head, that inner voice that is telling you that you're not good enough or that you can't do it? To follow your dreams, you need to believe that you can achieve them. Otherwise, you will talk yourself out of it quickly. You can't believe, you can't achieve what you believe. That's how it works. And it's you who is in control of what you believe, what you think. You need to control your own thought patterns, reactions. You need to control your mindset. Nobody will do it for you. The only thing people can do for you is to make you. They cannot even make you, but they can ignite something what will make you angry, and you can let it to make you angry and feel bad about yourself. But it's like, when you are in control, then you can decide how you feel, and you can keep that balance. Because remember, along the way, when you keep working on your goals, whether it is increasing your confidence, creating your great career, family, or even business, the balance means that you are happy even before you get there. You need to be happy with yourself. So it's like working on your goals, but still enjoying the present moment. Be happy even before you get there. Do you know what I mean? Just type yes if we are on the same page. Type yes, please. Oh, I've got a question here. I will definitely read through the questions after, and we will do a little Q&A. Few more minutes and we will get to Q&A part. It's quite difficult for me to find the chat. So a few more minutes and we will get to the Q&A on the end. Being present. I want you to, I don't know, write it down somewhere. Being present, and reflect on it later. How often do you find yourself being present, or are you keep chasing things without even reflecting on why do you want them? Because It's your choice whether you want to stay stuck or start damaging things like your life because of the frustration. Because it's like when you keep chasing things, when you keep damaging things, when you keep changing things without stopping and being aware what is the problem, without doing that work on your inner self, then we cannot just build anything beautiful on it. So it's your decision whether you want to take charge of your life and start that work on yourself and keep building your self-confidence, find your self-worth, and start doing what matters to you. I know it all sounds beautiful, but it might be hard to follow, to implement. Like, I thought it's impossible to be every weekend in the mountains because for 20 years I've been in the mountains, let's say 20 times. And I couldn't imagine that I can do it like every weekend. Oh, yes. It is hard to follow the steps, keep improving our life, keep working on ourselves. And another thing is we always think about others. We think about everyone else, but not about ourselves. It's so hard to find that time for ourselves. It's like the biggest challenge to do something for yourself and without feeling guilty, of course. That's where the coaching is useful and helps you to unlock that full potential, to find that way forward, to find your own space, your inner peace, and start working on yourself, on the things that matters to you. And I would even say find yourself. And I'm here to help you. I know I can help you. So I want to offer you to go now and schedule a virtual coffee, hopefully without a cake because I'm trying to do not eat too many cakes. And let's have a chat how I can help you. When you go to this website, becomeyourbest.co.uk/book a call, you can easily choose the time and set the call when we will just have a chat about what's worrying you, what's stopping you from feeling at your best, what makes you not being able to believe or trust in yourself. And the call is for you. Is for you if you want to find out why are you stuck, if you want to start moving forward, just feel like you own your life and be happy again. But it's not for you if you think that you will change anything overnight or if you're happy where you are. So you can book the call on becomeyourbest.co.uk/book a call. It's definitely for you if you're frustrated with your situation and you want to get out of your own head and start living again. Because you can improve your relationship with yourself and then everything else follows. Then you can do what you love. Then you can be satisfied and happy and feel good about yourself and others. But if you think this will happen just like magic in 1 second, or that after just one webinar or one session with me everything changed, I need to tell you, you will have to do the work. But it's worth work. Work is required, but it is worth. And I'm offering you this call because I've been there and I know how bad it feels when you hate your life or even hate yourself. And also I know how great it is and how everything changes when you feel good about yourself. If you want to feel like this and just let yourself to be yourself. Be less hard on yourself. And this is for you. It's because I am on the mission to help as many people as possible to see the value in themselves so they can change the world by helping others and stop climbing the corporate ladder, especially if it's on the wrong wall. So have a look at your diary. When is the best day and time for yourself? I opened a few extra slots for this and the next week in August. They are limited because I can only take 10 more people for the one-to-one basis. We can discuss it all on the call. I work on one-to-one because it's really the best way to give you the best possible experience, time, and support. So just go to that website and choose the right session. You can choose discovery session or virtual coffee, but you need to bring the cakes if you want the coffee. And then click on the right time zone. Then it will ask you to choose the date and the time. The time will be in your chosen time zone. Then just press continue. It's super simple. Write your name and the email just so you can receive a link to join the call. It's a call through Zoom, video call, or audio if you prefer. And you will receive confirmation on your email. You will see exactly the date of the session and the time in your own time zone. So feel free to book it and let's have a chat. And I promised you the notes. So I added the PDF on my website. You can just download it without giving any information. It's available on becomeyourbest.co.uk/notes. becomeyourbest.co.uk/notes. Let me just write it in our chat. becomeyourbest.co.uk/notes. That's where the notes are available. It's PDF, completely for free, completely for you, and you can grab it there. Let me have a look now if we've got any more questions. Yeah, I can see you again. Let's have a look. Somebody. How to come up after separating from spouse and kids. Maria, what I can see. Oh, sorry, it's not Maria. It's Nishi that asked this question. Nishi. You know what's important? Important is what you believe about yourself. So you separated from people who are important to you. And now it's up to you. How are you feeling about yourself? So I would ask you, what was the reason? Because it's not because you're an arrogant and you just left beautiful life. Most of the times when we leave somebody, it's because our needs are unfulfilled. And most of the time we don't notice that because we don't even know what needs we have. But like so many women, they have needs for connection or contribution. And even that kind of needs, if are not fulfilled within the relationship, within the family, if that woman cannot have her own life, cannot have her own hobby, or cannot do anything for herself, then these needs are unfulfilled. So the relationships are breaking down and then we are leaving. So the work I do with people who feel guilty because of leaving their families, their children, it's finding out which needs were not fulfilled. And it's digging very deep because it's not obvious for us. Most of the time, we cannot even answer why we've done it. It's like we feel so bad about ourselves, like guilty guilty because of making the mistake. So just book a call, and I would like to talk to you about it. That will be the best thing to do. And yeah, so thank you everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Wow, it's 55 minutes, so we are right on time. If you have any more questions, feel free to write them down. Um, if you've got some reflections after, you know where to find me. You can always message me. You can always send me an email. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for your nice comments. Thank you for being here and joining me, helping me testing this software. I know I'm not going to use it in the future. Thank you, really helpful tips. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm so glad that you stayed with me till the end. Amazing. I can see that everything was recorded, so as soon as I will manage how to download the recording, it will be sent to you. You can go through it all together, and I really encourage you to do this kind of exercises on yourself quite often, because we don't often spend enough time in our mind thinking about positive things, about things that are good about ourselves. We don't really nurture our inner self. So it's good to sometimes take that time and do something for ourselves. So thank you and good night, or have a good day, whatever time is there, and take care. See you guys. Bye.